Welcome to the Don't Get Fooled Show with Big Renee's College Football Week 11. Let's go, Ace.
All right, boys and girls, College Football Week 11. Super pumped about the episode. Big Reed, before we drop the magic here,
make sure to like, subscribe, comment, join the membership, purchase your merch right here below. I got my hoodie. Just came in today. Got my mug the other week.
How do you like the hoodie? Is it comfy?
It's great, yeah. Very
right.
nice.
Okay, well, we're going to be talking about where you potentially might be rocking that hoodie real soon. So do not fast forward. Stay tuned for the BS segment of the show. Let's get into a recap, Big Ree, of last week. We had Ohio State, who is now the number one team in the country, 35-16 win versus Rutgers. It wasn't just a clean win, so I don't understand how these guys jumped, Georgia, but
your boys.
But okay, they're number one. They won 35-16. Georgia 30-21 over Missouri. What are your thoughts there, Big Ree?
That's bad because it's at home. I mean, if it was in Missouri, I'd give some BOD, But at home, that's the concern.
Yeah.
Are they going to three-peat? That's the question everyone has right now.
I mean, you know what? They're playing well, but they're not the same team like the last few years. Their defense is not the same, but I don't see who's going to really contend with them either. None of these teams, I feel like, can really. The only other team that I think can actually, legitimately, is Michigan.
I was going to say the same exact thing, but Michigan's schedule has been so easy so far. It's just I can't judge them like that. And when they play Ohio State and Penn State, I think
they play Penn State this week.
So I think it's 4.5 in Penn State too.
Yep.
So
if
they win that, then they'll be in my tier, tier 1.
But other than that, I can't trust Alabama.
What about the Seminoles?
No chance. They're not winning. I already said that. There's no chance. Do not buy a Florida State future. Florida State is not winning the national championship. Let me make that clear, boys and girls. Do not waste your money. If you want to donate, whatever that is, we can DM us. I will give you guys our address, and you can just send us we take cashier check?
Yeah.
Money order,
we take everything.
Cash, whatever it is, just send it over here, and we'll take those funds. So don't waste your time. On that note, Michigan beat up on Purdue 41-13.
Oh, man, I know where you're going with this.
That was one of my picks and got backdoored with, 18 seconds left?
Yeah, I got the alert, too, on my phone. Backdoored.
Backdoor, 4th and 3 or something, or 4th and 7 with 8 on the 24-yard line, and these guys throw a 24-yard touchdown. Everything was scripted just like I expected, and they put up 40, 45. These guys wouldn't score double digits. They would cover the 32.5.
Right.
And that was a tough one, Big Ree.
For sure.
But is what it is. A lot of backdooring happening in college this year.
Yeah.
Florida State beat Pittsburgh 24-7. Don't even want to talk about that. USC lost to Washington 52-42. Washington, they're putting up points. Michael Penix is rising.
It wasn't Penix, though. It was the running back. He had 256 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Johnson, 256.
4 touchdowns.
And he played great, but, Penix, he's leading the charge there, and USC obviously looks like crap.
They're done.
They fired their D coordinator finally. And we have to get into this, Big Ree. And I'm going to make it quick because I don't want to go on a rant. But this is exactly why I talk all this trash about all these guys that just get hooked up by their boys and get in defensive coordinator jobs, offensive coordinator jobs, outside linebacker coach jobs by their boys that should not be in this position. This guy, Grinch, should not have been ever hired by USC because he got hired at Oklahoma by his boy. He hooked him up. Their defense sucked. Every time Lincoln Riley was there, was horrible. And then Riley brought him over to USC. What happened last year? Their defense was horrible. What happened? Riley brought him back again next year, even after everybody was calling for this guy to get fired. And then what happened? This defense is one of the worst in the whole entire nation. And finally they let him go. But it's it's not even absurd about Grinch. It's Lincoln Riley that hired this guy. Why are you hiring this guy? Just because he's your boy? It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm so upset. You know I'm a USC fan, you're a USC fan, and we got some crappy coordinator that shouldn't have even damn been coaching in college football. And he's your defensive coordinator at a storied program like USC? This is not Gardner-Webb. This is unbelievable. This is not a D3 school that this guy can get jumped on as a coordinator. It's USC, University of Southern California. And finally, Lincoln Riley fired him. And everyone wants to give Riley credit for firing the guy. No, he's too damn late. Someone should fire Lincoln Riley. And it's going to happen at some point.
I think he might be leaving for the NFL.
Nobody's giving him a NFL job. Nobody, let me clarify that. Nobody should be giving Lincoln Riley a head coaching job in the NFL. Nobody. But if he gets it, kudos to him. Take the job. And you know what? If I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm going to take the job. And you know why? Because another year or two of this, he's exposed and he's done. He might get another college job, right?
He'll get another college job.
But I'm saying he's exposed as being a really good coach. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so if he gets an offer, he should run with it.
Yeah.
And make sure that he has good coaches on the defensive side that he doesn't even need to worry about it.
It might be the Chargers' job.
Chargers would curse themselves for another 10 years they do that.
They're cursed either way, I mean.
They probably are, but, I mean, you don't...
I don't want to get into that.
Let's move on. Oregon beat up on Cal 63-19. Texas 33-30 versus Kansas State, Big Ree.
Yeah, I had this one. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was going to go into double OT. They went for the touchdown. I mean, Texas was controlling this game a while through, and then
Texas had this game under control, 27-14 going into the fourth. Got outscored 16-3 in the fourth. You know, I mean, that's why you can't trust Texas. They're struggling against Kansas State. I mean, everyone wants to say Texas is a contender? Get out of here. None of these teams are contenders, guys. These are nice stories, but they're not contenders. Alabama beat LSU 42-28. Everyone wants to say Alabama, legit win. They're a good team, but you know, LSU's defense sucks, so nobody's impressed there. Oklahoma lost again to Oklahoma State in Bedlam.
Yeah.
I mean, Oklahoma, another pretender. I mean, do you want to talk about that, or?
I don't know. I'll let you go on your rant.
Ole Miss, you know, they beat Texas A&M.
Yeah, nothing there.
I mean, Ole Miss continues to get wins. What, 8-1?
Yeah.
They keep getting wins, but you know.
Penn State blew out Maryland.
Yeah, beat them up. Louisville, 34-3 versus Virginia Tech.
VTech is VTech, man.
Clemson beat Notre Dame. Big Ree.
Yeah.
That was your pick.
Yeah, I said it. It was a Vegas special. It was easy. It was an easy one. I think everyone was on that.
Huge Vegas special, and they won. You know, Oregon State, another one, 26-19 versus Colorado.
Yeah.
These guys are up 23-5 with 11 minutes left in the fourth. 23-5. This is one of our bonus picks. So we had Oregon State minus, I think it was
10,
12.
something like that.
And so these guys are covering easily and then backdoored again.
Yeah. 2
touchdowns in the fourth, one with under a couple minutes, backdoored again. Just ridiculous. But Oregon State, you know, they won. I wish they would have, you know, not lost that second game. Then it would have been interesting to see.
Yeah.
These guys would have been the top 10, 9 right now. And I still don't know if they would have made the playoffs, but it would have been interesting. Tennessee 59-3 versus UConn. That was my pick.
Yeah, that was.
They covered easily. Utah beat up on Arizona State. Big Ree, this was your lock?
Yeah, I believe so.
And you know, Utah won easily.
I think Notre Dame, Clemson.
Actually, yeah, Clemson was your lock, but you had Utah.
I had Utah minus.
And
11.
they 56-3. I think they were what, minus 10?
I closed at 10, but I got it when we recorded. I said 11.
Wow, so unreal. Wow, it was a great call by you. Arizona 27-10 over UCLA. Yeah. Arizona is an exciting team.
Yeah, for sure.
They got the freshman out of Huntington Beach, Noah Fafita. Damn, Arizona, that's an interesting team. A very interesting team. Kansas beat Iowa State. Tulane 13-10. versus East Carolina. That was my pick.
Yeah.
That was my lock.
Your squad.
These guys just completely dropped it.
Yeah.
Just completely dropped an egg.
Yeah.
Unreal. Tulane. This was, I mean, they got the win, but this is not the time to drop an egg, guys. I don't know what the hell happened there. And then Army beat undefeated Air Force 23-3. This was a bonus pick we had in the members only video. Army always keeping it close and just straight up shut these guys out. Good win for Army. So, all right, let's move on, Big Ree, to the BS segment of the show. This is going to be a fire segment. And so let's start off with our cameraman Javi's birthday.
Yeah.
We celebrated Javi's birthday on Friday night. Little, wrinkle to the plans though. Yeah. We went there to get all-you-can-eat sushi.
Yeah.
What was the place name? Hikari
Sushi.
Hikari Sushi, all-you-can-eat sushi. Javi wanted all-you-can-eat, wanted to go to town. We haven't had sushi since our last all-you-can-eat sushi, and that was the unreal story there. But so we get there. First of all, they said no reservations. You have to go in there. You have to be there to put your name on the reservation. We got there, what, it was 6:40? You got there.
I got there at 6:50. I tried to get there earlier. I was just like, I know it's going to be a mess. Everyone
met there around 7. The whole crew was there. So, ton of people waiting outside because normally it's about, what, the $40 all-you-can-eat sushi? Yeah. They had a special $29.99. Yeah. So everybody came out, trying to save that $10. The parking lot was literally, what, 30, 40 deep of people waiting? Yeah. So, but here's the thing. So we're all pumped. I was pumped about all-you-can-eat sushi. I haven't had some good sushi in a minute. We're, what, number 17 on the list?
Yeah.
17 on the list when you put it in there. We're waiting. They say about an hour wait, Big Ree?
Yeah, they said more than an hour. For sure.
And so we were waiting, but
we waited
then,
a good 45.
Then as it got closer, we go in there trying to figure out, hey, how much longer? These guys tell us, check this out. So they tell us, hey, we're just giving you guys a heads up. You guys got a party of 8 or 9? Was it 9?
I think it was 10.
10 ended up showing. Yeah, somebody else came at the last minute. MC came at the last minute, but anyhow, we had a party of 8, I think, or 9.
9
originally, and these guys are like, hey, we're gonna let you know if a table of 4 opens up, then you guys have to sit 4, and then when the next table opens up, if it's 4 or 5. And that's across the way on the other side of the restaurant, you have to take that seat. We're like, what do you mean? We're here of a party of 9. We're trying to sit together. This is a pretty big place. It's not a small place. We want to sit together. No. We have 125 people on the list. So it's when your name is called, you have to sit, and that's it. And then we're like telling Javi, and Javi's like, this is a doozy. We're not trying to sit in 3 different tables. Like we're the DGF crew here. We're trying to sit together. And so then we were like, dude, they're not going to really sit us across the street, across the restaurant. So Javi made the call that we need to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I was pretty disappointed, Big Ree.
Yeah.
I wanted sushi, man. Especially when I went over in there to talk to the host. The sushi looked fire. All that sushi everywhere.
We can go back after the trip.
Yeah, after the trip. Spoiler alert. That's coming up. But so then we ended up got some Pakistani food out, and that place was fire, Big Ree.
Yeah, that place was.
That Javi made the call. He's like, I want to check it. Let's go to this place. It's not too far. They said they can sit us right away. He called them, and they were open, I think, until like 11.
Yeah.
And so we went there. And that place was fire, Big Ree.
Yeah, for sure.
Fire.
I really like the Halim.
Halim food, and they had the bread.
The naan.
All the biryani. The biryani was good. And we just ordered so much food. And went to town. Kebabs?
Yeah.
Kebabs, everything.
Seek kebab?
Everything was good, Big Ree. All I can say is that food was fire. That food was fire. I ate good. Kind of spicy though, but look, it was good.
Nahari? How do you pronounce it? We had some kind of like...
Some kind of the curry dish you're talking about.
Like
I didn't touch that. Harry B came out. Shout out to Harry B, and he was like, dude, this thing is spicy AF.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, man, I'm not trying to get burned up here, so I'm going to leave the curry dish alone. But everything was good. Food was fire. Javi, he's here right now, said he had a good time. You had a good birthday, Javi? Giving us the thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
And Javi grubbed. Want to give a shout out to the kid DK came out.
Yeah, Cali Climate.
Cali Climate came out and he was telling us how much he enjoyed the show, Big Ree.
Yeah.
And you know, we're gonna get into a little bit more of the BS segment in the next episode of NFL, but like something that, you know, DK brought up is we were having a discussion and we are talking about you always got to think about this before you do things in life.
Yeah.
And he said you always got to think about, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze? And this can be related to a lot of things. For some people out there, the viewers, they don't really understand what the hell we mean is the juice worth the squeeze. It's almost kind of like risk reward.
Yeah.
Is the reward worth the risk? And you got to think about that in life. And you know, when you're going to do something, or you're going to do something that maybe you shouldn't be doing, or you're thinking about doing it, you got to really think, is the risk worth the reward? And in other words, is the juice worth the squeeze? So that was a good conversation. That was probably a good 20-minute conversation at dinner about, is the juice worth the squeeze? Shout out to Double A. He came out, this dude, the big old bodybuilder, ex fullback, college fullback. This guy, you don't want to mess with Double A. What, 6'1", 250, just all muscle. This dude's just a this is a bull. This guy's a bull.
Yeah.
I would not want to be trying to tackle this dude.
Yeah.
But anyhow, shout out to Double A, but he was there.
Bruce came out.
Bruce came out.
J-Dub came out.
J-Dub, MC, Harry B came out.
The whole crew.
Z-Ball from the Z-Ball podcast came out. And so
the whole crew.
We had a good crew. We had a good time. Then we ended up hitting up the boba spot afterwards. The boba spot was legit. Yeah,
for sure.
On a trippy note, but I'll get into that. But the boba spot, what did you end up getting from the boba spot? What drink did you get?
Frozen flan.
Frozen flan drink?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great.
Really?
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Those guys got some exotic drinks. Like I had this spicy mango
nata?
Something like that. I don't remember the name, but blended mango with ice, and then they put some chili powder and chamoy in there.
How was it?
It was fire, Big Ree.
Nice.
That thing was fire.
They had a creme brulee menu. I know Javi's a big fan of the creme brulee.
Bro, when we go to Vegas, and we go to the buffets in Vegas, and they have creme brulee, Javi legitimately is taking at least 4 or 5 of the creme brulees, tearing it up.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to, send something to Javi for his birthday, send something. The guy's a huge creme brulee fan. And so just keep that in mind. Let us know if you want to hook up our boy Javi. Does a lot of work for the show. And huge creme brulee fan. So if you ever run into us in LA or in Vegas and Javi's with us, order the guy some creme brulee.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into some, real quickly on a trippy note. On the route that we took from the restaurant back to the boba shop afterwards, I think literally like 20 minutes later there was a fatal accident on that street, Big Ree.
Yeah, man.
Some dumbass, 20-year-old kid driving a freaking black BMW, driving 100 miles per hour, runs a red light and kills 2 people in another car, slams into another car.
Yeah.
Scary, Big Ree, super scary, and these guys just driving reckless for no reason, no regard, running a red 100 miles per hour, bro. Killed 2 people. Unbelievable, man. Pisses me off, these dumb drivers. Reckless. But anyhow, let's get into the big news, Big Ree. We dropped this on NFL last week that I was gonna treat the entire team to a trip to Thailand. We discussed it over the weekend. We made plans, boys and girls, that the trip is going down. We are going to Thailand, flying into Bangkok, Thailand. We are leaving in a few days, and we'll be there for about 13 days in Bangkok, and we're going to travel all around Thailand, Krabi, Chiang Mai, Phuket, or is it Phuket or Phuket?
Phuket, however.
I don't know.
Phuket.
I think it's Phuket, but it could be Phuket. I'm not sure. And we haven't really planned the entire itinerary, but the flights are booked. We are traveling. It's going down. I cannot wait, Big Ree. I got a lot of things because we planned this so quickly within the last, say, 5 days, there's a lot of things I got to get done. So we're flying out in about 2 days, but the next 2 days are going to be hectic before we head out. But what that means is for the next 2 weeks, we will be filming in Thailand.
Yeah, facts.
So we can't, just so you give you guys a heads up, timings will be a little bit off on when we drop the videos. And obviously things will be a little bit different, but don't worry, DGF fam, videos will be dropped. And so the pics will be coming in. And so just cannot wait. Comment below if you guys got any tips and tricks for us in Thailand, anything you guys want to let us know that we can check out, or just any advice, period, whether it's etiquette, whether it's tipping, whether there's anything to do, not to do in Thailand, let us know. Any viewers, I know we have viewers from Thailand, please comment. That would be nice.
Takiro Kung,
but we have Takiro's from Thailand, but he's in the U.S. now in Vegas. But anybody that's actually living in Thailand, comment below. Cannot wait, Big Ree. It's going to be a fire trip.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we've been on quite a bit of trips together, but I've not been on an international over 10-day trip with you. So this is going to be interesting. Hopefully, we don't get into it. I don't want you to come back with a black eye, Big Ree.
Yeah.
Or I want to come back from the trip. So I know if I piss you off enough, who knows? So that's going to be fire. It's going to be great. How pumped are you from 1 to 10?
10 out of 10, bro.
For sure. 10 out of 10. What are you most looking forward to in Thailand?
I don't know. I mean, the food, for sure, that's definitely on
we eat Thai food all the time, so now we're going to get some real Thai food in Thailand.
I heard there's like a boat market, like where they
floating market situation.
Market,
that would be interesting.
That seems very interesting.
I think it'll be something to check out. I just can't wait to get on the beach.
Yeah, the temples. Yeah, I mean that's gonna come, but throughout we're gonna be like a weekend now when that comes.
Because right on my wall, I have not right here, but I mean on my wall, I got a beach calendar, and I have all the good scenes from different beaches.
Yeah.
And few of them are from Thailand, and so there's nothing like just lounging on that beach here with a drink on your side, lounging in the beach on the crystal clear blue water. Cannot wait, Big Ree. It's going to be great, and going to be Big Ree, Z-Ball, Javi. It's all going down. The flights are booked, and so cannot wait, Big Ree. Let's get into some shout-outs.
All right, the first shout-out is to Robert Graves. He said, love your show, watching from Oklahoma.
All right. What up, Robert? Shout out to Chimshock305. He's been a fan for over 2 years. Said, keep up the good work from the 305. We appreciate it, brother.
Shout out to Stantino129. Said, I used to love to go to the gym late at night when my gym was 24 hours. So it seems like all these gyms are no longer 24 hours.
I get it. Cost cutting. COVID, we have to accept the changes from COVID, and it is what it is. A lot of gyms are just there to survive, and so we appreciate it. Longtime viewer again, our boy from NYC. Shout out to Timothy Eaton. Nice job, chicos. We appreciate it, and we're doing our best here, keeping the show entertaining, and we do this for the viewers, and let's have a good week. I know NFL has been unbelievable, Big Ree. And you've been on fire on NFL, and let's keep the momentum going for this week. So anything else you want to get into?
No, that's it.
All right. So without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got the Tennessee Volunteers at Missouri. Tennessee is a 1-point favorite. We got Tennessee 7-2, Big Ree. coming off a 59-3 win versus UConn. I'm not impressed by the win. I mean, it's expected. They were a 35-point favorite. That was one of my picks last week, and they beat down UConn and got the win. They have won 5 of their last 6 games, Tennessee. And their 2 losses, both of them have been on the road, Degree. So they lost to Florida by 13, and they lost to Alabama by 14. Double-digit losses on the road. But their running back, Jalen Wright, this guy is on fire. 826 yards, 7.5 yards per carry. This guy is just on fire. Obviously, quarterback Joe Milton, he's playing well. And Tennessee is rolling. Their offense is good, but they're going up against Missouri. Missouri is 7-2, coming off a 30-21 loss to Georgia, the former #1 team in the nation. And they also have 2 losses. Obviously, they lost to Georgia last week, and then they lost to LSU. And so LSU, high-powered, offense, and Georgia's #1 team. But Missouri is a really good team. Quarterback Brady Cook is playing well. This guy is solid, just a solid QB. Running back Cody Schrader, this guy's a stud, Degree. I really like his game. And first of all, here's my thoughts. Missouri is at home, first of all, which is a big deal. They're at home. Tennessee is not Georgia or Alabama. They're not.
That's fair.
They're a good team. They have a good offense, but their QB is not super high-powered. Missouri is an overall good D, good offense at home. And I like Missouri here. They're at home. I think this should be a good game. This is one to get the popcorn ready. I don't know what the viewing situation is going to be like in Thailand. If we're going to be able to, how many games we're going to be able to watch or whatnot.
I mean, personally, I'm just focused on my vacation. I got to put the games aside.
That's fair, Big Ree. I respect that. I respect that, but I don't know. I'm still going to want to try to get some action here. We'll see what happens. I did call Verizon, and they turned on my my international plan. Okay. So we'll see. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream from Bangkok.
Yeah,
we'll see. But anyhow, Missouri is at home, and I like Missouri to win here, and I'm taking Missouri +1. All right, game 2. We got Duke at UNC. UNC is a 12-point favorite here. Duke. This is a rivalry game. 6-3, coming off a 24-21 win versus Wake Forest on a game-winning field goal. Snapped a 2-game losing streak for Duke when they looked like crap during that 2-game losing streak. They are without quarterback Riley Leonard. They're saying this guy is going to be out for a while. That's what the coach said. And they're on their 2nd and 3rd string QB here. Actually, the last game was their 3rd string QB. All 3 losses on the season to ranked teams: Louisville, Florida State, and Notre Dame. Then we got UNC, who's 7-2, coming off a 59-7 win versus Campbell. So nothing to really write home about. They snapped a 2-game losing streak when they lost to Virginia, some doozy teams, after starting 6-0. Good offense, not great. I know Drake May, he's looking good, but their offense is not great even with Drake May. Bad defense. Their defense looks like crap. Obviously, like I said, May is legit. No knock on him. But here's my thought here. Duke has a really good defense. Their defense is really good. They have held 8 of their 9 opponents to 23 points or less. This is a rivalry game. Because Duke is on their 3rd string QB and even potentially their 2nd string, I think UNC should win this game at home. But Duke could still upset. This is a rivalry game, but I like Duke to cover. And so I'm taking Duke +12. All right, game 3. We got Arizona at Colorado. Arizona is a 10.5-point favorite. Arizona 6-3. Coming off a 27-10 win versus UCLA. They are on a 3-game winning streak. They outgained UCLA 429-271. And quarterback Noah Fafita, 1,500 yards, Big Ree, 14 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and check this out, a 76% completion rate in 5 starts only. That's in 5 starts. And look, Washington, USC, LSU, Oregon State, and UCLA. Washington State and UCLA. So he's putting up numbers against legit teams. And shout out Huntington Beach, California, the freshman. Noah from California. And look, Arizona is looking really good.
Fact.
This guy's legit. If this guy continues this, I mean, watch out for Arizona next year, especially if their recruiting class, they can add some talent. And in their 3 losses on the season, 2 were in overtime and 1 was to Washington by single digits. Then we got Colorado, who's 4-5, coming off a 26-19 loss to Oregon State. They were outgained 418 to 238. And like I said earlier, they were down 23-5 with 11 minutes left, and then they had some garbage time touchdowns. Look, they've lost 5 of their last 6 games after a 3-0 start. Okay, so they look like crap. Only impressive win, honestly, on the season was TCU in week 1. But TCU is 4-5. They're not even a 500 team here, guys. So I don't know how impressive that is. They beat, Nebraska? And then they beat Colorado State? Look, Deion's a good story. Some relevance to Colorado. But these guys are far away. They're another 2 years. Give him 2 more years. In his 4th year, which they better not fire Deion. But in his 4th year, then these guys can maybe contend for a Pac-12 title. And they're not even going to be in the Pac-12 anymore. But here's my thoughts. O-line is horrible. This O-line is horrible. Sanders, that guy's legit. That kid's good. He's going to be in the NFL one day. But he's running around, running for his life. They got no running game at all. They got a bad defense. This is my lock of the week, boys and girls. I'm taking Arizona minus 10.5. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
All right, the first game we got is Miami at Florida State. We got 6-3 Miami coming off a 20-6 loss versus North Carolina State. Then we got 9-0 Florida State coming off a 24-7 win versus Pittsburgh. This really doesn't mean anything. Miami's best win comes versus Clemson, 28-20, which is pretty impressive. Other 5 wins versus Miami, Ohio, Texas A&M, your favorite school, Bethlehem Cook, Temple, and Virginia. But their only loss by more than 10 was versus North Carolina State. I think for that reason, the public is going to be very heavy on Miami, and I'm going to roll with Florida State here. It's currently at 14.5, but we're going to buy half a point down. So we're going to take Florida State. I'm taking Florida State minus 14. The next game I got is Utah at Washington. Utah 7-2, coming off a blowout win, as Ace mentioned, 55-3. Washington coming off a 52-42 win versus USC. Washington's defense looked really bad, but they were playing USC, and Utah put up a lot of points, but they were going up against Arizona. This over-under is very low, and everyone and their mom is going to take the over. It's currently 54.5. Everyone's going to think it's going to go over very easily, but this is going to go under. Don't get fooled. This is the easiest one. I'm taking under 54.5. That's my lock of the week. The last game I got is Arizona State at UCLA. 2-7 Arizona State coming off the blowout loss, as I mentioned. 6-3 UCLA coming off a 27-10 loss versus Arizona. UCLA most points scored in the season was 59-7 versus North Carolina Central. And after that, it was versus Stanford. It was 42-7. UCLA has a good defense and a bad offense, and same with Arizona. They have a bad offense and an okay defense. This is going to be very low scoring. Another great under the take. I'm taking under 47 on UCLA, Arizona State. So make sure to like, subscribe, comment, join the membership, and purchase your merch.
All right, boys and girls.